Hello YouTube. Welcome back to a new video. We have the 7.36a patch that came out yesterday, I think. Changed a decent amount. The patch notes are in the game. I'm gonna go over though the 10 easiest, best, greatest, strongest, most powerful, so OP heroes of the patch in my opinion. They're not really ranked in any order, but I'll just give my thoughts on them and why they're so OP. Hey guys, just a friendly reminder, if you like this kind of content, I plan on making a lot more content in the future, so go ahead and leave a comment for suggestions, feedback for future content, or, simply subscribe. Thanks a lot. So, Axe, I wish I never have to play against this hero, ever, this patch. I think his win rate's completely absurd, on top of, the stats prove this, the play proves this. I believe the Facet people go is one-man army, but the call-out one isn't bad either. I thought the call-out one was going to be better, to be honest. You make people attack faster when you call them. But this just, makes you so strong all the time. You usually jump first, so not always, other heroes are going to be, near you. 600 AoE is not small, but it's not the whole screen either. And it's just, crazy how much strength you get. Build is, super simple, same old Axe stuff to begin with. You go your Bracers, your Blade Mail, your Blink. You get BKB, Ags, Bloodstone, and all other goodies. I've even seen some, weird Condas and Kaisange type stuff. But definitely, best offlaner in the patch, especially after they nerfed Legion quite a bit on their shield passive, or Facet. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this stuff. TA got a little bit of nerfs. This hero is just absolutely broken. I think on day one of the patch, I played against a Venomancer with TA on my team. I watched Venomancer put every single piece of goop on his skill bar on TA, and she still had refraction 4 seconds later. It just feels like the shield is so much harder to break. And if you don't understand this change, you have a 50 damage shield, okay? Instead of blocking a full instance of damage. Now, if you take 500 damage, it doesn't take all the instances away. It'll block the full 500, and then it'll go to your next barrier instance. So it's really good against damage over time spells. And in combination with refraction to spells later, if you get a bunch of dots on you, your refraction won't just instantly end. You might lose one charge by the time you press meld, and you'll still be able to blink away or whatever. Absolutely busted hero. I think people have mostly been getting Refractor just because it helps you farm faster in the jungle. When your shields get taken up by jungle creeps, you just get to do more damage longer. Feels really nice. The other thing about TA that's completely busted is you just, a lot of heroes that tend to be broken this patch are ones that get their passive for free level 1. So her innate ability is Psyblades. You just get a free level of Psyblades level 1. You get to go Meld level 1. And you're splashing damage on them. And you don't have the bonus attack range that did get nerfed a bit. Or maybe you just didn't have it before, but the spill range is what got nerfed. But it's still, ridiculous to have, level 0.5 Psyblades with Meld level 1. Next here on the list, we got Bino. Bino is absolute bonkers. Every time I play this hero, I cast my ult, and I take Patient Zero, and I think that's the best one by far. But every time I play this hero, I cast my ultimate, and 30 seconds go by, and I still hear it bouncing. I don't know how many times it bounces. It says twice. It feels like it bounces forever. It just feels like it just goes. I guess it lasts 5 seconds, so it technically will last 15 seconds by the time it's gone. It's just absolutely crazy. This ult is more damage than Laguna Blade at all points of the game. It's completely crazy. It just bounces to everyone. Now, Plague Carrier is really fun, and you can solo Roche with it. And it is really swag to just put a bunch of Veno wards on somebody. But if you've just seen this Facet, and just tried it once, it's crazy. Yeah, I forgot to mention for TA, but TA is kind of same item build as before too. You're gonna get Dragonlance, Blink Deso, and Shard and all that stuff. Very, very similar to how you play it. Just make sure you get the Refractor talent. Same thing with this hero with Venom. Make sure you get Patient Zero. And I've just been going Guardian Greaves, Pipe, and Auras and stuff, but maybe some other items are viable too. Wraith King's another one who just recently got a nerf, but he's still like winning every single game I see him. I don't think it matters which one you take. I don't know. I think the Bone Guard might be better in lane or maybe farming. I don't know what matchups you'd want to take these in, but I think it doesn't really matter what talent you pick. I don't think. I think everyone's taking Spectral Blade, and I think Spectral Blade, in my opinion, is a much more like fun way of playing the hero, and it seems stronger. It's what everyone was picking at the last tournament. It's the one I see in my games the most. You basically get a Conda for free instead of having skeletons, which is crazy on a hero that crits. You basically crit for 300% and Conda them for like 8 billion damage. So you just get really, really, really high burst damage, and you like live a little longer after you get like the mini version of the Ags, I'm pretty sure, which is also kind of cool. The Shard grants you, or maybe it's from the Shard. I'm not sure. No, it just gives you more crit during the ghost form. So you stay alive as a ghost for a little bit or something. But yeah, love Wraith King this patch. Every time it's on my team, I feel pretty happy about it. It feels really strong. Same thing for Chouse Knight. I believe you should always take left talent. Maybe in some games there is like no lions or hexes or anything that could drain the illusions. But, like, even if you don't take advantage of the strong illusion thing, them taking 20% less damage if they're near him seems kind of nuts. I feel like this hero is impossible to kill when I play against it. Like, just unreasonably tanky. I think there's some games you can take the irrationality facet. Like I said, if they have no way of, like, they don't have Pugna, they don't have any, like, insta-illusion kill heroes, maybe it's okay. But I don't think that the break, disarm, or nothing is like, worth giving up the damage reduction or on your illusions, personally. Builds I've seen on Chaos Knight have been pretty similar to like Armlet Orchid, Manta, Heart type stuff. You eventually want Bloodthorn. Sometimes you get BKB. Heart seems super value now that like your illusions get the tankiness or whatever from the Phantasmagoria. Moving on to the next hero. This hero got nerfed a lot on the Stonehall plate. I think the win rates fell a little bit, but I think it's still ridiculous. This hero is completely bonkers. I don't remember what they changed about Ags. I think that your teammates don't like get debuffed. I don't know if it was last patch or the patch before, but the Ags is really good now. And the Shard as well, like especially with Stonehall plate. I think you always take Stonehall plate over Spoils of War, even though it sounds really fun. And yeah, like this overwhelming odd spell is already crazy in lane, and just adding the barrier on top of it, she seems impossible to lane against. Not like forgetting the fact she also just gets Moment of Courage like level 0.5, level 1, which is also nuts. So like super buffed Q level 1, and still gets to get the passive level for free. So a lot of times you end up with like 1 point and press the attack for the spell too. Yeah, like very very similar to playstyle before. You're just basically getting like bracers, blade mail, blink, similar to axe. You're gonna want Ags and BKB a lot of the time, and that's pretty much it. Very simple hero. Simple seems to be best this patch. A lot of crazy heroes just like teleport all over the screen or curve their orb, and it just doesn't do that much. The heroes that just have very simple buffs seem very strong. The antithesis of that is Shadow Shaman. Cluster Cluck is crazy. I've actually seen people save people by hexing their teammates, which I didn't even realize was a thing until earlier today when it happened to me. Just basically getting a free Aeon Disc type of thing and like making them chase you just that much longer could be a huge deal, because usually Shadow Shaman is like target number 1 in team fights. He has great disables. Like Hex is a ridiculous disable and has the spell amp on it. And just that free, like, so many times, like, you just get away for a little bit longer, you pop your wand, your glimmer, your force, whatever, and then you're still alive, and it's just crazy. Like, it just completely changes the way the hero is played. I don't even remember if they changed anything else about him. Just giving him that was enough to, like, completely make this hero crazy. Also, I wanted to mention the Massive Serpent Ward is really funny, but it doesn't really, like, have that much utility, to be honest. Like, maybe it's better at killing buildings or something, because the creeps won't one-shot them or something. I don't know. It just looks funny, but then you can't ward trap anybody anymore, so there's no fun in that. Spirit Breaker. I'm not sure if this hero is completely crazy or not, but I do think that, like, both facets are crazy. I think Bull Rush is like more fun because it does more damage. But there are some time, like I played against one imbalanced Spirit Breaker who just like shot me across the screen. Like he was just playing pinball with my hero. I had no idea what was going on. And displacement can be really strong in Dota. Like the ult will send you flying, almost like you get lassoed into them or swapped. With other displacement heroes, it could be interesting too. The other thing about Spirit Breaker is this innate ability is actually kind of crazy. Whoever's doing the worst on your team just gets to like recover a lot faster. Like this actually matters so much. And not to like even if you're winning, right? Like whoever's lowest level is just going to get insane XP, and it just buffs everyone's, like someone always has 50% more XP, and that's like a really crazy talent on its own. Very, very crazy hero. Warlock, I've been saying for years that anytime I get a new player to play, I put them on the Warlock protection plan. This is like the best starter pack beginner support hero in Dota. Amazing team fight, scales really well. Lower level games tend to last forever. And they put the Warlock protection plan in the game with the Black Grimoire. Whenever you die, you just get to save some experience. Cool. Champion of Goroth is really fun. I was playing some Pudge Shard Golem like gameplay where I would eat the Warlock and make their Golem really big. But it's a bit of a meme. I don't think it matters too much. I think people will mostly take the XP Grimoire thing just because it like kind of solidifies your late game. But I don't think you're going to be like sad if you take either one. I probably would like, depending on how long your game averages go. So if you tend to play in like the Herald type games that last like hours, just take Champion of Goroth. You're going to get XP anyway. And then you'll just get to have a lot more fun. Like you're just going to do 1 billion damage if your goal doesn't die. And then last but not least, I completely underestimated Zeus in my like first impressions. I did not know. I thought this was going to be like old Static Field. Like my Dota boomer brain read Static Field. Oh, he just does this on his spells. But no, he does this with the auto attack too. So you kind of get a mini version of the Shard, and it starts in lane. So it doesn't like do the chain lightning part, but doing percent HP on auto attacks in lane, especially when he hits for like 70 already, it makes him so strong in lane. So many times, like I've actually played mid against a few Zeuses so far that have got a blood grenade and just ran me down. Like they hit level 3, they just press Q on me a few times, they jump on me with a grenade, and I'm dead. Like from half HP or whatever. And it just makes his laning phase so strong. The other thing is, like, if you're playing against a melee hero mid, the live wire actually like makes a big difference because it goes 2 to 7%. It's pretty hard to get the full 7%, but I've yet to see the domino effect Divine Rampage. Like, I would love to see a clip of Zeus pressing his ult and like just boom, 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 Rampage, like one after the other. It should on paper be pretty good, but I don't know. Like, these facets don't really like scream broken to me, either one. It's more so the fact that you just start with Static Field as your innate ability, and it's honestly one of the only innate abilities, kind of similar to Shaman, that doesn't scale very much, right? Like, you'll like if you play let me think of an idea. So like these are the top 10 lists or whatever. Let me switch over to the full list here. So like something like Shadow Fiend, for example, your innate ability like scales based off your ultimate, and that a lot of them do that, but Zeus's just starts like full like Bangarino. Like it just starts full power, which is like kind of rare for innate ability, and probably why his win rate is so high. Like if it started at like 2% and scaled up to 4 or 5% by the time he was level 18, that might actually make a big difference on his win rate. Like it's just completely nuts. But yeah. Oh, right, I was trying to get back to the list. These are currently the 10, like my top 10 heroes for the Claytus patch, updated for 7.36A, whatever the current number the thing is. I think it's, yeah, 7.36A. Hope you enjoyed. I love this patch a lot. Some people are kind of complaining about, oh, it changed too much. Oh, wait. This is way better to me than the map changes or like the other type of changes. I love hero changes like this. I feel like most heroes' identities are pretty much the same. Like, For example, I don't think any of these heroes have had their item builds changed based off their facet or innate abilities, they just do what they were doing, but in like a cooler way or better, which is like exactly the kind of patches I love. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the patch too. If you got through the whole video, type your favorite color in the comments. Mine is blue. I might have to fight if you say red though. But yeah, bye.